What up, world, and welcome to another edition of the Living the Dream podcast. It's your favorite day of the week. It's hump day, and it's time to get that mid-week motivation. It's your motivator, your inspirator, Coach Spaulding, man. And as always, I want to give a huge shout out, man. Y'all been showing love on this podcast. Man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all keep subscribing. Y'all keep downloading, and y'all keep sharing. All right, so today I want to talk about what people hate to experience. That one thing we just don't like in life, and that's failure. And can I be honest with you? It will happen. I don't care what your goals are. I don't care what your dreams are. Failure will happen. It's a part of the game. It's a part of life. So I got this quote from Michael Jordan that says, "I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I am successful." I'm going to say it again just in case you missed it. He said, "I have failed over and over again in my life, and that is why I am successful." It's a part of the game, guys. It is a part of the game. You failed at math, go back and try it again. You failed that board exam, go back and try it again. You failed in a relationship, go back and try it again. Like, failure is a part of life. You only fail and lose when you don't try again. You only fail and lose when you don't try again. And can I be honest? In most cases, failure is the best thing that could probably ever happen to someone, because failure will help you see things and learn things that only failure can teach you. You can't learn a whole lot from success. Your failures are going to teach you more lessons than your successes are. There are some things that you can't learn without failure. So failure ain't all that bad. However, failure is important. All right, so principle number one, ask yourself, what can you learn? What can you get from this experience? Failure can be a great teacher if you're open to learning. Think about what you could have done differently the next time. For instance, let's just say you failed to hit your weight loss goals after 3 months. What did you do or not do in the time leading up to those 90 days? Did you work out regularly or at all for that matter? Have you been eating right? Have you been getting the right amount of sleep? Have you decreased your stress levels? When you ask yourself these questions, you have to be honest, because you can't learn from the failures if you can't be honest about what could have caused you to fail in the first place. So once you identify these possibilities, start to think about what you could have done differently. Maybe instead of working out 3 days a week, you work out 5 days a week. Maybe instead of eating what you want, you plan your meals every week. Or maybe you need to start saying no to stuff so that you can keep your stress levels down. I don't know what it is, but learn something from the failure. Instead of seeing failure as a burden weighing you down, look at it as a stepping stone towards your goals. Which brings me to principle number two. You got to create a plan for moving forward. You got to create a plan. And when you start figuring out how to create that plan, you got to know what you want to change and in what areas. Like, figure out what's working and what's not working. Write down steps to help you avoid or eliminate repeating the same failure. Understand what success looks like as it relates to your goals. So keep that in mind. Principle number three, you got to face your fears of failure. Failure is a part of the process. Failure literally prepares you for success. So don't run from it. Run to it. Because it ain't no way around it. It ain't no way to avoid it. I failed at a lot of things, and throughout my experience, I learned a lot along the way. I learned how hard work is important. I learned how to keep going. I learned wisdom. I learned courage. And I learned how not to accept no. I wouldn't have learned a lot of those things if I hadn't faced certain fears of failure. Over time, you'll learn that failure ain't as bad as you thought. It will literally help you learn to face your fears of failure in a way that can help you reach your goals. So hold on to this. Failure is not a destination. It's just a part of the journey. I'm going to say that again, man. Failure is not a destination. It's just a part of the journey. So guys, failure will happen on this road to success. How you manage those failures will determine if the dream will ever become a reality. So do me a favor. When failure happens, ask yourself, what can you learn from it? What can you gain from this experience? And don't focus so much on what you lost from the failure. Then I'm going to need you to create a plan for moving forward. What is the plan for not repeating the same failures? And last, you got to actually face your fears of failure. Like, nobody always gets it right the first time, but the most successful keep going. It's your motivator, your inspirator, Coach Spaulding. And as always, have a great rest of the week and make the rest of your life the best of your life.